Hey, welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert BOBTV Brown. Before we get into this segment, by the end of this video, I want you to do a few things for me. First of all, if you like the video, hit the like button. Please do. If you don't like it, hit unlike. It's okay. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes, as Jimmy Dole would say, you find yourself unsubscribed and you need to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified when a new video is being dropped. Whoop, there it is. And more importantly, the super chat will be on for this segment. So if you want to donate toward the efforts of Bob TV, that's freely up to you. I do have a job, but any amount will help toward the growth of this channel. And more important, let us help you help us by introducing you to a program. There's a link down below that says Equal Justice for All. You're going to click that video link and there's some educational tutorial about a phenomenal program in America that is really making equal justice a reality for every citizen. So this program is phenomenal. The proceeds from you participating in the program will go back, 10% will go back into the Bob TV YouTube channel. So anyway, my name is Robert Brown with The Rob Report. Let's get into it.
Blue collar, white collar, black professors, white scholars, politicians, Dalai Lamas. Everybody in the whole wide world need hope if I be honest. I'm in that number.
Hey, this is Robert Brown with The Rob Report. How you doing today? Tulsi Gabbard. Now I gotta go ahead and let you know something now. You know me, I don't take sides. I look at an individual. I don't look at their parties. I don't trust parties. I don't support parties. I support people. Might be in the Green Party. Might be a Republican. Might be a Democrat. Do I believe all Republicans, all Greens, all Democrats, all Working Family Party? Do I think everybody's in there evil? No, I don't single people out. I don't want nobody to single me out. I used to hate when I was a kid and I go to the mall and I'm just in Florida and I'm just going to the mall to play some games, man. You know, get my tokens, have a little fun at the game room. I'm a little kid. And as I'm walking in the mall, the cars coming out, they you know, some people still had a window thing that you had to do like this. And some people actually had to. Car stop, I'm walking by and there's a lot of senior elderly white ladies around. And they see me, this young kid, walking by their car. Boy, I ain't never seen somebody roll up that went real fast and lock the door. They used to tick me off, man. I don't want nobody. I hate when people assume that I'm a thug on the street. Now, I used to be a thug. As I got older, as an adult, I started getting to that thugonomics. But when I was a kid, I wasn't a thug. So I hate when people single me out. So I'm not going to single anybody out in the party. I'm not going to say everybody in that party is evil. You can say that. It's your prerogative. I don't believe that. I got family members in both parties, Republican and Democrat Party. They're not evil. I understand where they come from in their belief. I understand where they come from in their conservative belief. I understand where they come from in their liberal belief. I don't like it, but I understand friends of mine where they come from in their progressive beliefs. Like I said, I vote on people, not party. And what's been going on with Tulsi Gabbard, who I strongly believe will make a great Secretary of State, but that's another debate. If she's really about peace, being vice president to Bernie Sanders ain't going to do her no good. If Bernie win, because Bernie got his own trouble. But the mistreatment of Tulsi Gabbard is getting out of hand. It's like everybody in media is coming with the same old playbook bull crap questions. And I don't understand why she don't just say, not you. Really? Really, dude? So she goes on the town hall, and I didn't cover the town hall because you had thousands of commentators talking about the town hall. But I'm going to talk about the Stephen Colbert video, and we're going to talk about this video as it goes down. She went on the Stephen Colbert show, and automatically Stephen Colbert gonna act like he don't know her, gonna act like the world don't know her, and start giving her the cold shoulder and start doing the same old bullet point DNC, RNC. I'm going to crap on you because you're not our chosen one. We don't want you. We don't want you. Somebody else can have you. I wish you'd drop out the race, whatever. Or we're going to find something. He falls in that same playbook. Watch this.
Do you think the Iraq War was worth it? Do you think that our involvement in Syria has been worth it?
No.
Do you believe that ISIS could have been defeated without our involvement and our support? Is someone like Bashar al-Assad, who gasses his own people or who engages in war crimes against his own people, should the United States not be involved?
All right, so let me stop here for a second. Stephen Colbert, how do you know this man gassed his own people? What source did you look at that made you believe it automatically? Not saying he didn't. Yeah, there's bad actors that, like I said, we always giving weapons to the opposition. We don't know what the opposition may do. The opposition don't follow our lead all the time. And Turkey is always there. And other countries, bad actors in other countries who want to see certain changes in Syria take place, know that it won't take place if Bashar al-Assad is pushing back against their wish for Syria. A lot of people got, a lot of countries have business interests in Syria. Right now, the Russians in the Syria, the United States trying to stop the Russians and the Syrians from working together because of an oil pipeline. Syria's full of gas and propane and oil. And it's very rich there. And they would love to get a pipeline there. And right now, they're not able to get that pipeline there unless they can get Assad out of office. So for you, Stephen Colbert, to sit there and say he gassed his own people, what proof do you have of that? What government proof did you see? What top secret evidence do you see? You're going by what the media says and what government leaders says. And come on. Do you really trust what the media says and what the government said? But hey, you're part of the media. So, of course, you're going to say that.
Like Assad, like Saddam Hussein, like Gaddafi, and like Kim Jong-un. There are bad people in the world, but history has shown us that every time the United States goes in and topples these dictators we don't like, trying to act as the world's police, we end up increasing the suffering of the people in these countries. We end up causing loss of life, both American lives and the lives of people in these countries. We end up undermining our own security. What to speak of the trillions of dollars of taxpayer money that's spent on these wars that we need to be using right here at home.
I would.
All right, so Stephen Colbert is probably going to say, I would agree. Let's see if he say, but.
I would agree, even from my limited knowledge of this, that American interventionism has unintended blowback, often, both of the United States and for the people who were trying to help. But you got some heat.
There goes the but. There was, I knew that but was coming.
Al-Assad. Do you not consider him a war criminal? Why did you meet with that man?
In the pursuit of peace and security. If we are not willing to...
Hold on, this dude gonna say you don't consider him a war criminal? What do you think Obama did? Drone striking innocent kids, innocent elderly people. The drone strikes hit 90%. Only about 7 to 10% it hit the target of terrorists. So where did the rest of those bombs from the drone strike go? It went to kill innocent people, thousands. Come on, Stephen Colbert. You talking about war criminal breaking war rules in countries that we are not even at war at. We got Chelsea Manning releasing a video to WikiLeaks that's just showing them just going around killing everybody, including the paramedics. Come on, dude.
Meet with adversaries, potential adversaries, in the pursuit of peace and security. The only alternative is more war. That's why I took that meeting with Assad, in pursuit of peace and security.
Do you believe that he is a war criminal? Do you believe he gassed his own people or committed atrocities against his own people?
Yes, reports have shown that that's a fact.
So you believe the intelligence agencies?
Those chemical.
But what evidence do you have to say he ordered these things and that the order came from him to strike on those people? We need evidence. Evidence. A lot of times the bombs that went off had our names on the scrap metal. A lot of time the gas attack was chlorine attack. Because my whole point is, why would you believe something that you have not seen? Now, she may have seen the evidence that it came from Assad.
That's a fact.
So you believe the intelligence agencies?
Those chemical.
Because I'd heard that you did not.
No, that's not true.
Those reports.
That's not true.
Okay.
But that's not even really the point here. We know that these reports have shown that chemical weapons attacks have been used by both the Syrian government as well as by the terrorist groups who are fighting in Syria. The real question here that is important for us, the American people, and our government is how destructive these regime change wars are on the people and the countries.
All right, let me stop there for a second. I know y'all going to say, Robert, stop. Okay, she said the report said it happened with outside forces and with Syria. Gas attacks. Can I tell you something? We do gas attacks. Now, the point is, what kind of gas was used in the Syrian attacks? Some say chlorine. I forgot what was the gas that Saddam Hussein been alleged to use against the Kurds, Kurdish people. But in the United States, we use gas. Anytime we have a riot, we're using gas. We're attacking the public with gas. Anytime. Rubber bullets, gas, whatever, but it's still a gas attack, right? Am I right? But it's not lethal. Not all the so-called attacks that happened there were lethal. And if you listen to the White Helmet, they'll make you think it was lethal. Yet, if you look at video footage that happened, a lot of time they was helping those people with their bare hands with no kind of hazmat or anything on, breathing in that air.
Where we are supposedly trying to help them, as well as how destructive they are to us, the American people here at home, both from a security perspective and the fact that we don't have enough money to pay for health care for everyone, that we don't have enough money to pay for education, to rebuild our infrastructure, the urgent needs that our people have right here at home.
I don't know whether America should be the policeman of the world. But
it is my opinion that we should not be.
If we are not, though, nature abhors a vacuum. And if we are not involved in international conflicts or trying to quell international conflicts, certainly the Russians and the Chinese will fill that vacuum. And we will step away from the world stage in a significant way that might destabilize in the world, because the United States, however flawed, is a force for good in the world, in my opinion. Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that. My point is that in order to be a force for good, we must actually do good. The consequences of these regime change war policies has been horrible. It has been completely the opposite of that intention, of that good that the United States should be standing for. So I don't advocate for isolationism. That's not at all what I'm talking about. I'm talking about making sure that we have relationships with other countries that's based on cooperation, not conflict, and that we're thinking through and exercising foresight on the decisions that we're making and understanding what those consequences are.
You've gotten some fans in the Trump supporter world. David Duke, Steve Bannon, and Matt Gaetz. Is that his name? Matt Gaetz?
Tell me he didn't just say that.
What do you make of how much they like you?
You should ask them. Mm-hmm. Look, I have denounced strongly, time and again, the white nationalist views of David Duke and the racist and bigoted views of people who are fomenting hatred and even violence. This is unacceptable and something that we should all stand up and condemn.
All right, there you go. So Stephen Colbert coming with the same old talking points as the View, same old talking points, the Bear Weiss talking points, all that bull crap, same old talking points. Now, I would adjure Tulsi Gabbard to don't fall for the bull crap. Just say, well, honestly speaking, I've seen the reports. Do I agree with them? I'm always suspicious of reports coming from the government, from our top leaders, because I've seen that they said there were weapons of mass destruction. I saw the report and I believed it, and there were no weapons of mass destruction. So when I see the reports, I take it with a grain of salt. So don't ask me if I believe the report, because honestly speaking, you're going to have to convince me more than just showing me a report, because last time you showed me a report about yellow cake, uranium, and all that kind of stuff, and weapons of mass destruction, they went in there, killed a bunch of innocent people trying to take down Saddam Hussein, and yet there were no weapons of mass destruction. And who was one of the preachers and teachers of that? The same person that's running the Trump investigation, and that is Robert Mueller. So, Tulsi, baby girl, don't do that. Okay, stick with your talking points. Okay, that's why people like you, because you tell the truth. Just say, well, do I believe he bombed his own people? Well, according to the report said he bombed his own people, but you got to understand me. I was a sucker for the weapons of mass destructions. I'm not going to be a sucker again. You got to convince me more than just a report. If you got any kind of proof, his name on a signature or something, then you may get me to believe you. But until then, I'm still skeptic, because there are bad actors in everywhere, including within our own government. So no, I reserve to keep my opinion to myself until I see more evidence. Now, I understand you're running for office and you got to do what they call pander. Don't you be pandering. Don't do that mess, Tulsi. That make you one of them. No, I'm not pandering. Bottom line is, I'm skeptical. Do I believe he's capable of doing it? Yes. Do I believe he did it? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. You showing me a report ain't going to tell. You got to show me more than that. I'm not going to fall for the old okie doke that I fell for in Iraq. I went down there. I fought in that war. I saw my families, my friends, they all getting slaughtered and coming back. And it was too much, all over lie. So I believe my government can lie again just to get us to get into a war to get oil. Freedom second, oil first. So she held on him with this David Duke crap, man. You can't make nobody like you and hate you. Shoot. That don't mean she asked for their support or endorsement. Well, you can't stop nobody from endorsing you. That's what I said about Trump. Trump denounced David Duke I don't know how many times. I denounce. And I'm just being truthful. He said, I denounce. He denounced David Duke. But he can't help that man supports him. I denounce. Look, you can denounce all you want. It still ain't got nothing to do with it. So, hopefully Tulsi continue to get stronger in her pushback and have a little fun with it and say, come on now, Stephen, not you too with these same questions. Come on, bro. Ask me some more questions, man. Let's do something different. Let's don't do like the rest of the people. Is that okay? Push back like that. No, come on, Stephen. Come on, man. Is this one of your jokes? You going back to doing jokes? Are we still in the monologue? People, are we still in the monologue? Got to be in the monologue, because when you asking me these questions you're asking me is a joke. Talk to me about my vision of America and what I plan to do for the American people, or the things I heard that the American people need that I want to provide for them. Let's talk about that. Let's stop that. You got to, you're doing good, but you need to start, pushing back. Get some galls. Get some, Trump wouldn't do that. Trump said, man, come on with this bull stuff, man. Y'all keep talking about this Russia stuff. Man, let's move on to something else. And they trying to stick Trump with this Russia stuff. And Trump said, man, I got other horrible, terrible stuff I need to do. Let's get off that. All right, so Tulsi, you did good, but you can do a little bit better. Get a little ballsy. Get a little guts. Push back. Yet have that smile. Have that same talk. And it may seem like you're being sarcastic and smirky, but you got to be sarcastic and smirky.